everyone, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. This is episode 3 of our Scorpio Know Thyself series, where we explore what it truly means to live in alignment with Scorpio energy. This series is dedicated to my son, a fellow Scorpio, and to all Scorpio placements who seek a deeper understanding of themselves. In our previous episodes, we explored healing the inner child and how to identify narcissistic abuse. If you missed those, I'll link them at the end of this video. Today, we're discussing the tools every Scorpio must get in order to get over their ex for good. As Scorpios, we feel emotions deeply, and letting go is often one of our biggest challenges. However, holding on to the emotional baggage keeps us from fully transforming and moving forward. So by the end of this episode, you'll have the tools to release the past, reclaim your power, and move on with strength. We'll start with the discussion, followed by tarot guidance, and we'll close with a meditation following the journey from the 8 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. This video is chaptered, so feel free to visit any section that resonates with you. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Show some love and drop some comments below. You can also visit my website at starswithstasi.com for personal readings, astrological insights, and so much more. Now, let's talk about something that's all too familiar for us Scorpios, getting over the ex for good. When we love deeply. And when it ends, the process of healing can feel like an impossible climb. You might find yourself holding on to emotional baggage, what I like to call the unfinished business. Whether it's a breakup, a betrayal, or any painful ending in your life, these feelings can stay with you long after the relationship is over. And as Scorpios, we tend to go deep. We don't just skim the surface of emotions, we dive in and sometimes get stuck in those emotional depths. This isn't just about romantic relationships. It could be the loss of a friend, the betrayal of a family member, or even unresolved issues with a coworker. Whatever the case, the path to healing follows a universal pattern, much like the law of rhythm. This law reminds us that everything in the universe moves in cycles. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so do our emotions. These are the phases of pain, reflection, and release, and they all flow in a natural rhythm. When we understand that healing, like the lunar cycles, has its highs and lows, it becomes easier to accept where we are. If you're feeling stuck, remember that every low point is followed by renewal, just like the new moon gives way to the full moon. So let's talk about emotional baggage. This is that lingering, heavy feeling in our chest that seems to follow us no matter how much time has passed. As Scorpios, we might feel tempted to hold on to it, providing a false sense of control and comfort over the pain. We often think that time alone will heal the wounds, like a bad hangover just needs to run its course. But here's the truth for Scorpios. Time alone is not enough. We might find ourselves frozen in that pain, unable to move on, even years after a breakup or betrayal. And that's because transformation, the kind that we are known for, requires much more than just waiting it out. Studies show that people who struggle with unresolved feelings often go through 3 distinct stages. And these stages can unfold in a messy, 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of way. The first stage is avoidance. We try to distance ourselves from anything that reminds us of the pain. And in the second stage, we face the emotions. And this is where we confront the feelings we've been avoiding. And the third stage is release. The moment we begin to let go and truly heal. For Scorpios, this can feel like burning the past to the ground. Think of the phoenix rising from the ashes. Each stage comes with its own challenges, but understanding them helps us recognize where we are in the process and how to move forward. All right, Scorpios, are we ready to get unstuck? Because we are in this together. The first stage, often avoidance. We've all been there. We don't want to deal with that person or the situation because it feels too painful, and it stirs up feelings of anger, fear, resentment. We avoid places where we could run into our ex or cringe at the thought of seeing them, even on social media. Worse, we might even find ourselves avoiding activities or places that once brought us joy simply because they trigger memories. While avoiding the ex can be necessary, especially if it's for safety or peace of mind, avoiding the things that bring us joy only keeps us stuck in emotional limbo. It's like waiting for a storm to pass while staying under a leaky roof. The key is to reclaim those parts of our life that makes us feel alive while letting go of the things that no longer serve us. It's important to acknowledge and process the emotions tied to the memories of the ex rather than avoiding them entirely. This is where the healing truly begins. However, when in a physically or emotionally unsafe situation, it's vital to focus on rebuilding in a way that strengthens a sense of safety and well-being. This might involve creating a new identity, new routines, seeking support from loved ones, or finding joy in familiar activities and hobbies, all while prioritizing physical and emotional safety. So let's talk about what being stuck really looks like. Often, it's a mix of anger and sadness, and it's all balled up together. As Scorpios, we feel both emotions intensely. Anger that pushes us forward, and sadness that pulls us back. It sounds very much like the effects the lunations have on the tides. We might find ourselves complaining, feeling like victims, or even lashing out. But the real question is, what is the root cause of the pain? What's actually hurting us the most? We need to take time and untangle those emotions and find the right words to describe what's really happening. Is this betrayal? Is it loss of trust? Or maybe is it the fear of being alone? Scorpio's energy calls us to dig deep to get to the core of what those feelings are. It's only when we understand them and that we can call them by name that we can truly transform them. The second stage is facing the emotions, getting to the deepest part of the wound, the place where the end of the relationship touched a deeper insecurity. Maybe it triggered feelings of unworthiness or reminded us of past hurts that haven't fully healed. For many of us, this is where the self-blame begins. We might catch ourselves thinking, it was my fault. I should have seen it coming. Maybe I deserve all of this. As Scorpios, we tend to internalize our pain. And this is where we get stuck beating ourselves up, believing the breakup, the betrayal was a reflection of our flaws. But the truth is, it's not about us being unworthy or unlovable. It's about being recognized and about what we truly need and deserve in a relationship. Scorpio energy is about self-empowerment and taking back the control we may have lost. This is our moment to reclaim our power, burn away the old beliefs that no longer serve us, and rise again like the phoenix. Which brings me to the third stage, release. We have to ask ourselves, what do we truly need to feel whole and loved? It's not about needing validation from our ex or waiting for an apology. That will never come. It's about understanding what we need as human beings, whether that's feeling valued, supported, or cared for. And this isn't about them, it's about us. As we start to articulate what we need, a shift happens. We begin to reclaim our power, knowing that we deserve to be loved and valued just as we are. Scorpio's transformation is always internal first. We become stronger when we recognize that our worth isn't dependent on anyone else. By the time we reach this third stage, we might find ourselves ready to forgive. Not because they deserve it, but because we deserve peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation. In fact, we can forgive someone without ever letting them back into our lives because forgiveness is a one-way street. Forgiveness is about letting go of the grudge and moving forward with our own lives, no longer bound by the pain of the past. As Scorpios, we are masters of holding on, but in this moment, release, let go of the old ties, let them disintegrate so we can rise again. Now, let's seek guidance from my guides and get some advice on the healing process, how we can break free from emotional baggage and find the clarity to move on with strength and placing our best foot forward. Angels and ancestors, spirit guides, please give us the advice on how Scorpio can move forward from an ex, from a toxic relationship. How can we move forward with ease and grace and leave the toxicity behind? Wheel of Fortune. This is about luck, right timing, and also there's something here about having experienced life, quite frankly. The Wheel of Fortune is number 10, and the number 1 is a brand new beginning, and the number 0 is limitless possibilities. And if you look at this card, you can see that there is an angel at the top and a demon at the bottom. It really does speak to what I said earlier, that emotions follow the laws of rhythm. They ebb and they flow, and you're going to experience in every scenario based on where you choose to focus. You're going to experience the high vibrations and the low vibrations. So the advice here is Spirit says, look at what this is. Look at what it was. This was a period of adventure, and this was also a period of information. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, right? This is the seeker, the action taker. And I feel that there was a part of you that got involved in a relationship with someone because of the joy, the fun, the desire to know what that would have been like. And now Spirit says you've juiced that tower moment for all it was worth, and it's time to move forward in a place of confidence and security. Here we've got the Knight of Wands again. In order for you to move on fully, you have to find that place of adventure and desire and seek out the next thing. Move forward in a place of power and excitement and release the anxiety that you're telling yourself that every experience will be the same, and it won't. Four of Swords. This is a time of rest and reprieve and gathering the lessons from this past relationship and being able to use that to your betterment, right? It doesn't have to be a suit of armor that you need to carry with you. It just simply needs to be a lesson that you can refer to, because you don't want to be in a situation, Scorpio, where you're so guarded that you don't allow. Four of Swords shows up again. Rest and reprieve. Take this time to heal and allow yourself to put down your swords. You don't have to fight your way through life, Spirit says. This is a time to allow yourself that moment of just loving you. Love yourself. Put the swords down. Allow karma to handle all aspects of life that are beyond your control. The Empress card. You went through this experience, Scorpio, because now you are meant to sit in the seat of the Empress. Remember, this is about the archetype, the energetics. The Empress has learned so much that no matter what comes her way, she can turn that opportunity into something meaningful. impactful? What lessons did you learn during this time of darkness in a relationship, no matter what kind it was? Now that you've alchemized that energy, what can you do with it? What new creations can you birth now that your soul has lived through the dark shadows of what it is to be with someone else? And you had to learn the difficult lessons of being able to stand independently with your own identity in the presence of a partner. And when you started to outshine that person, it became an issue. There is no room for jealousy in any relationship moving forward. Zero room for that. Align yourself with people who see the greatness in you the way you see the greatness in them. Anything else is not meant for you. The Empress has strength, the ability to create and birth new ideas. And Spirit says when you eliminate the waste, when you take out the emotional baggage, the energy that you have is meant to grow bigger and brighter things for you, Scorpio, because your focus and your energy is what directs your path ahead. So I love that. And also just now with the Empress, I see the High Priestess Piscean energy. And this is saying that you have unlocked a new level, right? You are understanding the world in a much different place when you can sit in the observer position and truly learn from that experience. It allows you the strength to move on with confidence. And the other way to see this as well is that the High Priestess has no roof over her head, and she holds the Torah in her hands, the scroll, the universal secrets. Spirit again wants to remind you that this is cyclical, the laws of rhythm. Think of the lunar cycles where when you know where you are and you can name it, you can work with it, Scorpio. All right, I love that. Remember, focus on these archetypes as you learn to leave something in the past. Now, let's close with the meditation, focusing on the journey from the Eight of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and slowly exhale. Again, breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, feel yourself letting go of any lingering attachments or emotional burdens. Picture the image of the Eight of Cups, a figure walking away from the old, leaving behind what no longer serves them. See yourself as that figure. With each step, you release the weight of the past, the heartache, the unfulfilled promises. You're walking away, but more importantly, you're walking towards something new. As you move forward, the path ahead may seem uncertain. You may not see the final destination, but trust in the journey. One foot in front of the other, small, intentional steps. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Each step takes you closer to your own Nine of Cups, which symbolizes emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, and the joy that comes from within. You may not know what that looks like yet, and that's okay. It's the act of moving and trusting yourself that will lead you there. Now imagine the cups ahead of you as stepping stones, leading you towards your goal. With each step, you move closer to the life that you are meant to have. The life that brings you peace, happiness, and abundance. Breathe in deeply, feeling the hope of new beginnings. Exhale and release any fears of the unknown. The key is to keep moving even when the path isn't fully visible. As you approach the Nine of Cups, you begin to see your dreams manifesting. It's a place of contentment where you can enjoy the fruits of your labor and the personal growth you've achieved. This is your wish card, your moment of inner peace and self-satisfaction. With each breath, feel yourself moving closer to this place of fulfillment. And now visualize the 10 of Cups, the ultimate goal. This is a card of lasting happiness, emotional harmony, and a deep connection with others. It's a future where your heart is full and your relationships are nourishing and supportive. You may not know exactly how to get there, but you do know that with every step, you are aligning yourself with this energy. Feel that possibility of happiness. See the rainbow as the bridge to the other side where love and harmony surrounds you. And as you move forward with each inhale, your path becomes clearer. And with each exhale, you release any doubts and hesitations. You are on your way to a life filled with joy and endless abundance. Picture yourself standing in the sunlight with the 10 of Cups before you, the ultimate fulfillment within your reach. You've come this far by putting one foot in front of the other and by allowing yourself to move towards your highest happiness. Take one more deep breath in. Hold it and slowly exhale. Feel the energy of the 8, 9, and 10 of Cups filling you with hope, peace, and confidence. You are on your path, and every step brings you closer to the life you desire. As you come back to the present, know that you carry this energy with you. You are strong, you are healed, you are whole, and you are free. You are moving forward, and you are destined for happiness. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and self-awareness. Remember, Scorpio, that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. If today's message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're ready to dive deeper into your own personal healing journey, feel free to stop over at my website, starswithstasi.com, for a personal reading, astrological insights, recommended books, and so much more. Until next time, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Take care, everyone. Shine brightly, and I'll see you on the next episode.